In the heart of Zuru, a village in Nigeria, lived a beautiful young lady named Amina. Amina was unlike any other lady in her community. While most women took pride in their hairstyles, braiding and styling their hair, Amina refused to touch hers. She has natural full curly hair, untouched by scissors or combs. This was strange to everyone in the village because it was not a fashion statement or a cultural tradition. Amina had vowed and promised herself never to make or cut her hair. The reason for this vow was a secret she had kept hidden for years. Amina's childhood wasn't a smooth one. Her parents were neglectful, they were more concerned with their own lives than with their daughter's well-being. Amina was left to fend for herself and happiness as a child. Her parents would go to farm in different villages and stay for days leaving her with foodstuffs. This made Amina to always walk round the street anytime she was bored. One day, while wandering through the streets of Zuru, Amina met a group of children playing with a doll. The doll had long, flowing hair. Amina, being excited because she has never seen a doll, asked the children if she could play with it. The children agreed, and they played together. It was getting late. Amina wanted to leave, so she pleaded with them she can take the doll home and bring it back the next day. The children agreed again, but they warned Amina not to plait or cut the doll's hair. They told her that the doll was special and that going against the rules would bring bad luck to her. Amina promised not to cut the doll's hair, and went home happily. When she came back the next day, she couldn't find the children. She waited till evening, but the children didn't show up. She came to the location every day for 1 month, but the children never showed up. Amina decided to keep the doll, hoping to find the children someday. She also kept her promise of not cutting or making the doll's hair. She loved the doll dearly, and felt a deep connection to it. As Amina grew older, she began to associate the doll with her own life. She believed that the doll's hair represented her own vulnerability and innocence. She had vowed to protect her hair, just as she had protected the doll's hair. Her parents, who cared less about her, never noticed or asked her anything about her new behavior of not touching her hair. When Amina turned 17, she lost her parents in a war that happened in the village her parents went to farm. She wanted to forget her childhood experiences and decided to move to a nearby village. That is how she came to the land of Zuru. At first, everyone in the village loved her because of her free spirit and beauty. But when they realized that Amina doesn't touch her hair, they started drawing back because she doesn't talk about it. Amina's secret was known only to her. She never told anyone about the doll or the vow she made. A lady named Aisha decided to stick with Amina regardless. They went to farm and did everything together. Everyone in the village knew they were best of friends. But something heartbreaking happened. One afternoon, Aisha visited Amina. She met her sleeping and decided to sit until she wakes up. Amina's best friend, Aisha, overheard her talking about the doll in her sleep. Aisha was curious and decided to press Amina for more details when she woke up. Amina reluctantly told her the story, but she made Aisha swear to keep it a secret. Aisha, however, did not keep her promise. Amina's secret was betrayed. Everyone in the village wanted to know why Amina keeps her hair untouched. Aisha saw herself as the hero with the wanted secret. She told everyone that cares to listen about Amina's secret. The news spread so quickly, and soon everyone in the community knew about Amina's strange vow. It was funny to them because, how can a human live her life to please a doll? Amina was subjected to ridicule and mockery. People laughed at her and called her names. She was treated like an outcast, and she felt isolated and alone. Despite all the mockery, Amina refused to give in. She held on to her vow, determined to prove to everyone that she was not crazy. One day, while was walking home from the farm, Amina was attacked by a group of thugs. They dealt with her and left her. Just as Amina was losing consciousness, she heard a voice calling out to her. She looked up and saw a man standing over her. The man's name was Kamar. Kamar witnessed the attack and rushed to Amina's aid. He fought off the thugs and called for help. Kamar took Amina to a widow in the village, where she received medical attention. She was badly injured, but she was lucky to be alive. Amina spent several weeks recovering from her injuries. And Kamar visited her every day, bringing her fruits and telling beautiful stories to her. Amina and Kamar developed a deep bond during her healing process. They talked for hours, sharing their stories and dreams. Amina found comfort and peace in Kamar's presence. As Amina recovered, she realized that she was falling in love with Kamar. He was kind, gentle, and understanding. He accepted her for who she was, even with her flaws and all. Kamar also felt a strong connection to Amina. He was drawn to her strength and resilience. One day, after Amina returned home, Kamar came to her house to ask for her hand in marriage. She was overjoyed and accepted without hesitation. Amina and Kamar were married in a beautiful ceremony with joy and happiness. The old widow who took care of Amina when she was injured, represented as her mother during the ceremony. The villagers were surprised and disappointed at the same time. They wondered what Kamar saw in Amina. Meanwhile, Amina and Kamar moved into a new home together. They were very happy and in love. One day, while cleaning her old belongings and putting them together in her husband's house, Amina found the doll that she had carried with her for so many years. She decided to show it to Kamar. As Kamar examined the doll, he realized that it was a powerful craft. He had heard stories and seen similar dolls in his travels, and he knew that they were said to have magical properties. Kamar told Amina that the doll has a great influence on anyone who houses it. He also revealed that the children who gave it to her were not humans, and it was because of the doll that she had survived the attack by the thugs, since they never broke the rules. Amina regretted joining the children that very day. She would have simply passed by, but she realized that the absence of her parents led her to that. Amina was amazed to learn that the doll had such a powerful connection to her. She realized that she no longer needed to hold onto the vow she had made. Amina decided to cut her hair. It was a symbolic act of liberation, a way of letting go of the past, including her parents' negligence, and embracing the future. Amina's hair was cut short, framing her face in a stylish beauty. She looked different, but she also felt different. She felt free and empowered. Aisha and other villagers were surprised by her new look, but they accepted her. They realized that she was happy, and that was all that mattered. Aisha asked Amina to forgive her stupidity. Amina couldn't wait for her finish before hugging her with a beautiful smile. Amina and Kamar lived happily ever after. They had a beautiful family with amazing children who they valued with their lives. Have you seen anyone who was influenced by a doll? What did you learn from this story? Like and subscribe for more interesting and educating stories like this. Thank you.